growing up was kind of typical story that you hear, you know, in the community, black community. Didn't come from much. I remember as a kid, you know, my I was like 6 years old, Christmas, and that was probably one of the happiest times. And then I remember one day it was just different, and when I say different, it was just things wasn't the same, and you know, I never saw my father no more. Police showed up to my house a lot, and it was really tough. And I really didn't see myself where it was going, but the only thing I could really remember was no more dinners at the table. So that's kind of the story I went through. When my parents got divorced, I was 12. I grew up not liking my mother. I don't know, I guess you could say that I had so much anger built in me that I took it out on my mother, so I looked at her as the enemy. And I really understood why I grew up kind of like tough with my mother and why I felt like she was, you know, taking all the anger out on me. But I mean, I kind of look at it as the way of life, and that's the course that I was supposed to go through. And it was tough, but you know, you overcome challenges and obstacles to make it in life, right? Child, I mean, you really don't know what you're going through or what type of emotions you're experiencing. Like, I mean, I grew up really quiet. I didn't talk much. You know, I went to school. I mean, I knew a lot of people, but I didn't really talk much. I went to school, came back. It was like that. You know, I didn't really like to express my emotions. I didn't really like express my emotions. I just had a lot of anger built inside of me, and you know, with all that anger, that's when I was introduced to football at the age of 10. And back at it, looking back at football, yeah, football was a way of relieving the stress, tension in my life. Throwback tackle, you know, we used to be at it every day, every Sunday with the older kids in the neighborhood. The older kids were like, everybody, those are role models right there, the inspiration. Those are people you look up to. You know, they older than you, so you want to do what they doing. And that's how we took it, you know. And life was good, you know. There was no stress when you play ball. You know, there was nothing to worry about. All you worrying about is trying to get your touchdowns and trying, you know, be a star. And yeah, that was definitely a relief and an escape zone from all the tension in my life. Main tension, I guess you could say, was the people that you call your parents, you know. And you know, when they say kids see, they might not understand it, but they remember. I mean, it's really true, you know. Kids, you might not understand it, but it's a memory that we see someone go through. And of course, you don't want to experience those things growing up, you know, especially you don't want to put your future family in the same situation. So, I mean, yeah, I guess you could say I sensed it coming at some points. Hard. My mother, she had to raise all of us. It was 4 of us all together. She had to raise her basically single-handed, you know. He was just doing, you know, whatever he's doing. I never got mad at him or regretted him not being there, you know. But it was tough. I mean, yeah, he was a father that, I mean, I never really was mad about. I mean, I was happy that he did something in my life, that he introduced me to sports. I mean, he might not tell me about the school situation and really motivated me to do that, but I mean, that's how my life was meant to be. And you know, him being gone, I mean, it wasn't like he was gone like forever and I never seen him again. I mean, I seen him here and there, and even when he got remarried, and you know, he had the potential. He tried to, you know, handle it, but you know, sometimes you can't succeed at everything in life. So